Hello, my loves. So, I have something new I kind of want to do. See if you guys like it, and if you do, cool. If you don't, it's still a way of me processing this stuff. So, great. Still doing its purpose. So, for a while, I have been writing all of my dreams down. And the way that I normally do it, just to keep it quick and organized and stuff like that, is I put it through ChatGPT. And let's see if I can, my stuff is on the charger right now, but I need it in order to do this. Give me 1 second. Okay, so here's my ChatGPT. And these are all dreams that I have. I usually have 2 to 3 dreams a night. And lately I haven't been writing all of them down unless they feel important. But I had one dream just recently. And there was so much of deja vu moments, and it was a really weird dream that happened. I had another dream earlier today, and then I had another dream this morning, and I had another dream a couple days before that. So I pieced all of those together in this one specific thing, and it all I have been feeling like there's a missing piece for me. I have all these little puzzle pieces, but there's one puzzle piece that I'm just not getting, and in order to put all the other puzzle pieces into the puzzle, I need that one puzzle piece. And I feel like I got that one puzzle piece through writing all this out. I've been doing it for the last hour. I'm gonna pause this real quick so it doesn't delete. So for time purpose, I'm only gonna be reading the dreams, and then the 4 dreams, and then I'm going to be reading the summary that it gave. The other thing I'm going to note is while I was writing all of this out, I channeled the song Does to Me by Luke Combs featuring Eric Church. And so we'll get to that. But I'm going to start with the latest dream, or not latest. The dream I had a couple of days ago. So it's going to go from oldest to newest, dream-wise, because that's kind of how I processed it. I wrote them out the other way around, but I feel whatever. Sorry, I'm still trying to process all of this. Okay, so a key factor for you to know is when I have a lot of dreams, and this has been happening for the last 2 years, the guy shows up either as a guy named Michael, a guy named Malcolm, or just M. The way that I kind of see it is M is the divine masculine. Michael, not so sure. For a while I was this is the divine pair, where it feels best. Malcolm to me felt more like the unhealed version of that person. So anyways, the first dream that I had a while ago. So I'm just gonna read off the dream. It says it was Michael acting something on PBS Kids, but he was a child with cerebral palsy. He could get up and such, but was mostly wheelchair bound. He made a joke about ever been with someone like me, bedroom joke, but I kind of ignored it because he was a literal child. I was helping him out of the door when he wanted me to put on his shoes or tie his shoe, and this lady was being pushy and rude, even when I tried to get out of the way so she could pass, and she grabbed Michael, and I stepped in, pulling his foot back so I could tie his shoe, and at one point I pulled it a little hard and felt bad and snapped at the woman to stop babying him, he could do it. And as it was just me and him, he thanked me, and I told him I was just treating you like a human being. Second dream that I had, which this one was like, I think this one happened this morning. Whatever. Hold on one second. Okay, yeah, so, I was at this school listening to this middle school play music. They had the blue shirts and green shirts, and then it says in parentheses, in my town there were 2 middle schools. One had blue shirts and one had green shirts. I went to the one with the blue shirts, but that's besides the point. But they had different names than the school I knew. They played so well, and I felt like, I feel like it's like a part of like claircognizance in my dreams sometimes, but this school, or like these students and stuff like that, were a part of a private school that was on a different island, rather than it being a public school, which was like the one that I went to. At one point, the percussionists were playing this part I could remember, so I tapped along, but I could never keep up then, and couldn't keep up in the dream either. So I stopped and was like, wow, these kids are so talented. They exceeded what I could ever do. And it was like they were uncomfortable, and there was eventually a lady who came up to me being like, you need to leave. Sorry, but like, gotta put in meme humor. But she was like doing it with like fake niceness. I was outside at this house I'd never seen before, and when Michael slipped something in my left back pocket. It was a whole bunch of papers. He handed me another slip of paper, and it had a phone number on it, but it was like it was holographic. Basically, like when I was like, even if I like slightly moved the angle, the numbers changed, and it was like there was like 3 different holographs, but they were all lined up, so I couldn't read the number. I asked him where he was from, and he said Nebraska, which kind of bummed me out. He was rich, had a house, was settled down, and had roots. The reason it bummed me out is because I want to move out of the country. He asked me something about if this was truly what I wanted, and I told him I just want to be with you. I went to go read what was in my back pocket, and I read a few words that made me think that it was an acting role. Then he told me something like, don't read that yet. If you do, you're going to fuck up the surprise. Next dream. I'm running out of time, so I'm going to end up having to do a second part of this that, like, breaks it down fully. Okay, hopefully I can get through this, like, third dream. Michael and I were waiting we were in line waiting for this party. As we were standing there, there was this sales lady talking about makeup, and Michael's ex, who was supposedly just a friend, was there too and was trying on makeup. I wasn't putting on makeup because it wasn't really my thing, and something to me, it just felt like he still had feelings for her. And she was super beautiful. I was insecure. I said something along the lines of that he was still into her, and I walked away. I was a little further up the line or something, not even really wanting to be there anymore, when these 2 girls were testing me to see if I could make different makeup products appear. I had told them that they came from my fishnet shorts under my dress, but it was actually coming from my hoo-ha. I pulled a lip liner, lip gloss, eyeshadow, and something else out when one of the girls mentioned something about forgetting to change her pad. So I gave her 2 options of different pads and tampons and told her she could have them and put them in her purse for later. The girl was drunk already. I went to go look at where Michael and his ex were, and they were gone, and I had the I guess I was right feeling. There was a text that popped up on my phone that just read, I worry about you, Wheeler, which was like a Stranger Things thing. It was like saying that I was Nancy Wheeler. For some reason, I got the feeling he was Billy Hargrove.